Hi everyone, it's Carolyn from True Crime Chat with Mommy Ramblings. I'm here with another update in the Lori Vallow case. Now we actually did go over this update the other day in our live, but since our lives are so full of information, when we have something regarding a case that we're covering extensively, like the Vallow case, what I will do is take it out and put it into its own video, and that way it can go on the playlist because we're probably going to be looking at a trial here, and it makes it easy for everyone to get the information rather than trying to figure out what live it was in. Right? And our lives are great because we have a great discussion. It's a social place, and we do a lot of true crime discussion as well as all kinds of other things. But I do go in and take out important things regarding to cases and put them in a playlist, and this is one of those things. So we're going to get started with this because Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, well, the Attorney General's Office of Idaho is officially investigating those charges of attempted murder, and conspiracy in regards to Chad and Lori. They have not been charged with anything yet, but what the Attorney General's letter said that came out was that they are going to take full responsibility for investigations, meaning that they're going to cover any cost, etc. regarding that. So that is a very big development, and I would venture to say charges are very close to being filed there with that development. But let's look into it a little more. All right, and if you're brand new to our channel, we're more than just true crime here. We're your variety lifestyle channel, and we're the perfect channel to stay home with during this quarantine period and even after. We are the best community on YouTube, and I say that because it's true. We are. This community has been so wonderful in every way possible for me, for others, and it's our comfortable place. It's a happy place. It's a place where people are offered support and caring and love and nurturing and social interaction, where people come together as friends and family and really have a good time with each other. So if you'd like to be part of that community, you can click the little subscribe button in the bottom corner of the video, click on the notifications bell, and then you will be notified every time we upload a video, every time we go live, which is usually every evening. Without further ado, let's go and see what's going on with Chad and Lori. So the Idaho Attorney General's Office put out a letter that they are officially now investigating Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. Regarding Tammy Daybell, and what they're going to be investigating them on is murder, attempted murder, and conspiracy. Tammy Daybell, Chad's wife, prior to her death, 49-year-old Tammy Daybell, was found dead in her home on October 19th. Her death was initially ruled to be from natural causes, but it's now under investigation. Her body was exhumed, and the results of the autopsy and the toxicology are still pending. Chad and Lori wed in Hawaii on November 5th, just a couple weeks after Tammy's death. Now, this new investigation is a separate case, and it is regarding the death of Tammy Daybell. Now, the letter that was sent on April 9th from the Attorney General's Office confirmed that it would be taking over the investigation from the Fremont County Prosecutor, Marcia Murdoch, at her request. The letter was obtained by the East Idaho News, and again, we covered that in one of our lives. Now, neither Chad nor Lori have yet been charged, and this is a separate investigation, separate from the charges that have been filed against Lori, including 2 counts of felony desertion of a child in the disappearance of her children, Joshua J.J. Vallow, age 7, and Tylee Ryan, age 17. Both were last seen in September of 2019. Lori's due back in court on Friday, April 17th, where she'll be asking again for her bail to be lowered an additional time, and this time to $10,000. Now remember, Lori is still facing even additional charges. That email that was leaked from a family member of Charles Vallow, where the investigator said that they were closer to getting Lori indicted in her participation in Charles Vallow's death. So a lot of charges could be in the works here for Lori. Now, Lori also faces misdemeanor charges of resisting and obstructing an officer, solicitation of a crime, and contempt in the case of her missing children, JJ and Tylee Vallow. The Madison County, Idaho Prosecutor's Office has Lori's preliminary hearing scheduled for May 7th and May 8th. Lori and Chad have denied all allegations of wrongdoing. And up to this point, Chad Daybell has not been charged with any crimes. Lori, we know, is just sitting in there on that already reduced $1 million bond. It was $5 million before that. It was reduced to $1 million, but she still has not been able to secure that. She's doing court, as I said, Friday in front of Magistrate Judge Michelle Radford Mallard. Now, Judge Mallard is the judge that is presiding over this case now, since Lori's attorney, Mark Means, the only one of the three that's still standing, filed a motion to remove the previous judge, Judge Edens, from the case. And if Lori's bond were to be reduced to the $10,000 and she was able to post it, her attorney has also filed a motion to seal her address upon release. So that's what we have there. JJ's biological grandparents are still fighting for guardianship of him as he remains missing. So Kay and Larry Woodcock filed a petition for guardianship and conservatorship of JJ. Lori is due in court for a status conference on that petition on Thursday, over which Magistrate Judge Edens is still presiding. So that's the judge that they had removed, but he's still presiding over that case. They had him removed from this case due to a conflict of interest, and he just stepped down because in Idaho you're allowed to request recusal of a judge for any reason one time, and so he just excused himself from the case.